All right, let's jump right in. We're talking about a huge problem today, one that's quietly costing businesses, especially in healthcare, an absolute fortune. But the cool part is we're also going to look at this surprisingly simple automated playbook that's built to fix it for good.
So where did this idea come from? Well, we're going to look at a case study from a company called MedAI. These guys have put together a playbook that just tackles this challenge head-on, and they do it using some really simple, really smart automation.
Okay, so to really get this, let's start with a question for you. Just think about your local doctor's office. What do you think is quietly costing them a ton of money? Something that's happening behind the scenes. I bet the answer isn't what you'd expect.
It's this, the appointment that never happens. Yeah, the good old no-show. You know, that slot on the calendar where someone just doesn't show up. It seems like such a small thing, right? A minor hassle. But as you're about to see, the financial damage it's huge.
All right, so let's get into the scale of this thing, this invisible loss. Because I'm telling you, once you actually see the numbers, you'll get why just letting this slide is, well, it's just not an option anymore.
And what's kind of crazy is how clinics have traditionally thought about this. For years, most of them just sort of shrugged it off, you know? No-shows were just seen as this unavoidable cost of doing business, just a normal part of the daily grind. Oh well, another no-show.
But how big of a cost are we actually talking about here? Well, for just an average clinic, we are looking at a loss of over $100,000 every single year. Think about that. A six-figure chunk of money just gone, vanishing into thin air, all because of those empty spots on the calendar.
And that's the thing. This isn't just a bad month here or there. No, it's this quiet, constant drain on their revenue. It's like a slow leak that just keeps erasing a huge chunk of the money they could be making year in and year out.
Okay, so there's the $100,000 problem. So what's the $100,000 solution? Well, it's not what you think. It's not about hiring more people to sit there making endless reminder calls. Nope. It's a really smart, automated, three-step playbook.
And here are the 3 steps. Super simple. It's all built on smart communication, simple rescheduling, and instant refilling. So let's dive into what each one of those actually does. First up, smart communication. This is all about getting ahead of the problem. Instead of just crossing your fingers and hoping a patient remembers their appointment, the system automatically sends out confirmations and reminders. Just that one simple step, it dramatically boosts the chances that people will actually show up.
Okay, step 2. This one is based on a really simple truth. Life happens, right? Things come up. The old way was terrible. You had to call the clinic, you're on hold forever, you play phone tag, and honestly, a lot of people just give up and don't show. So the key here, as this quote nails it, is to make it easy for patients to reschedule rather than disappear. Just make it easy.
And this is where it gets really cool. Step 3. So when a patient uses that super easy rescheduling option, what happens? A spot opens up in the calendar. The instant refill system sees that and boom, it automatically offers that open slot to the next person on the waitlist. That gap gets filled almost instantly. The schedule stays packed and the money keeps coming in.
So what's the result of all this? It's a total shift, really. You go from chaos to control.
Let's look at the before and after here, because it's pretty stark. Before, you've got lost revenue, you've got staff totally scrambling to fill last-minute gaps. It's a mess. But after, that lost revenue is now recovered revenue. The schedule is full, and the staff, they're not scrambling anymore. They're focused on the patients. It's a move from total chaos to, well, effortless efficiency.
And honestly, here's the best part, the real kicker. You get all of this without hiring a single extra person. You're not adding to anyone's workload. The automation does all the heavy lifting in the background, which frees up the staff to do the job they're actually there to do, taking care of people.
So, okay, this is obviously a massive game changer for a medical clinic, no question. But let's zoom out. What does this mean for the rest of us? What's the bigger takeaway here?
Because this isn't really just about booking doctor's appointments. Think about the core ideas. Proactive communication, making things incredibly simple for the customer, and then automatically filling in the gaps when they appear. That's a model that could fix annoying inefficiencies in tons of other industries.
So that brings us to the final question I want to leave you with. Just think about it. What are the big frustrations in your own life or at your job? You know, those little inefficiencies that we all just kind of accept as normal. Where else could a simple, smart, automated playbook like this one make all the difference? It's a pretty powerful idea once you start thinking about it.